Buddy, we are now recording. This is my awesome cousin named Kelly. Say hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
And she's also an INTP. She's been on some of the comments in the comment sections. And yeah, she's a wonderful individual. And we were having a big problem trying to figure out what the heck to talk about this whole entire time. And but you know, whatever. It's two INTPs trying to figure out how to do something, and that's just, I guess, how it goes. And it's great. But there was this one time we were like in the kitchen trying to cook, and
it didn't go very well.
No, it didn't. Only because we're just like didn't want to step on each other's toes.
You didn't know where the pots were.
Well, sure, but also I was just like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do it this way? I don't know. Do you want to? And we're just like trying to figure out. But I also didn't know where the pots were or where anything was.
We were trying to figure out how to boil noodles.
And it took like 15
forever.
minutes or 20 minutes trying to figure out just to first get the pot, and then and then we finally. Oh my goodness! I don't even know. Did it taste good eventually, or at the end?
I think it did. I think we might have poisoned your brother. Oh, but other than that, it was great.
It was great stuff. It's fantastic. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there's some crazy things that us INTPs do. Actually, I like some of the ones that you were saying. Want to just share those? INTPs are synonymous with goats. I think we're like, that's our spirit animal.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably goats.
Sitting on top of counters. Standing on top of counters. The refrigerator is normally too tall to get onto, but
yeah, that would be a good place to perch. I tried to go inside the fridge just to kind of like chill.
I can't tell if you did that on purpose or not.
It was like kind of and not. No, it wasn't. But then it came out, and I was happy. But yeah, you might turn the corner and find me like upside down on a countertop, and like my mom didn't.
You'll find me on the ground underneath the counter eating peanut butter out of the jar.
Just kind of enjoy yourself. Other INTPs out there, what weird stuff do you not confess that you do, but you know you do? So there's some weird things out there. We all do them. What do you do? Want to know in the comment section below and stuff. But oh my goodness, I don't even know why. I think it's because like we started thinking, and we're just like, hey, you know, I don't even think we even think about it. We just kind of or not even intuitively. We just find ourselves upside down under us eating peanut butter.
It's a comfortable position.
It is, yeah. And then you're just thinking, and you're enjoying yourself, and you know what? If your mom starts screaming at you to put your feet off the ceiling.
I'm too short for that.
Oh, well, yeah, my mom's like, get your feet off the ceiling. Some things you'd think moms would never have to say. Oh, my goodness. So, wait, so where do you live again? You're like, what state? You always, Illinois? Is that where you...
So, I live in Illinois. If I stand on the roof of my house, I can see the St. Louis Arch, though, so I'm really close to St. Louis.
All right. So now,
not that I've stood on the roof or not.
Not that I'm dangerous at all.
Not that we're admitting to, but hypothetically, if we stood on the roof, we could see the St. Louis Arch.
Awesome. Yeah, and you've lived there for forever, pretty much, or not forever, but
14 years.
That's forever.
Yeah.
And you came out to Colorado like twice, or once, twice, 3 times, twice.
Technically twice, yeah, but it was in the same month. Last year, so.
Oh, yeah. It's been a whole year. Oh my goodness.
It's almost been a year. I've only gone to go to your house like once, so.
Yeah, you came in like August, I think, or was it July?
Late July.
Late July. Yeah.
July 25th through the 30th.
Those are far too exact dates. Anyway, but no, you came twice. So what was the first time? I obviously remember this.
Oh yeah, I did go twice to your house. The first time I went to your house, I slept on the couch and we all went to the pawn shops.
Oh yeah.
and we went searching for treasure. And then the second time we did everything else and just sat in the living room. Went hiking in the mountains, popped a tire.
That was fun. Well, you can't
We
goes over that too
made
fast.
spaghetti.
So we were like trying to find moosin, the plural of moose.
A flocking of
A
moose.
flocking of moosin. And it's like we go to this place, and sometimes like 3 might pop out, and this like she's like this lucky charm, and like 26 of them popped out of nowhere. We're like, where do these moose come from? But I'm gonna struggle with that. Where do these furry animals that are where do they come from? And then there's like a whole bunch of elk as well, and it's just like, what? It was awesome. But then Mother Nature slashed our tires in the middle of the rain while up in the forest in
Hailing. It was hailing.
Oh yeah, hailing. We're just like in a minivan. You don't go in the mountains in a minivan. I mean, you could, I guess, but you get slashed by.
What was I doing with that?
And it was fun though, but we were just like, yep, that's not good. And I was just thinking, I was preparing to like have to either walk or go a long way. Like, I don't know, because I'm just like, we were trying to get it off, and it just was not working. We're like, crap.
It wasn't. You also started rapping about changing the tire.
I do that a little bit.
You were freestyle rapping.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, so all you MCs out there better watch out. Eric the INTP about to drop some hot mess. throw some fire on those bars.
Sure.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, when I move out with these people, they're gonna hate me. Because I get in the morning, I get all giddy, and I literally turn into a radio station. 1 second I'm like beatboxing, the other second I'm screamoing, the other second I'm like doing some kind of jazz something number with my mouth. I'm just like, it's and I start banging on like countertops and walls. I'm like, and I go on for hours.
Are you a morning person?
Well, like, I'm not a morning person in bed, so I'm like, I would far rather have to sleep. But like once I'm up and moving around, yeah, most definitely. Like my brain is just like, wee. But then I'm also a night person. But I think I'm a night person because I don't want to go to bed. But I'm not a morning person because I don't want to get out of bed. But once I'm out of bed, I'm a morning person.
Well, like the house is all quiet at night. Everyone's in bed, so you have the entire house just your reign.
Exactly.
You have your computer, books, anything you need. No one's trying to bug you.
And now I can also find the apogee of a trebuchet.
Oh, what about trebuchets?
So in the middle of the night one night, I was like, I had like a little trebuchet that I made in school, and I was really curious how to determine the apogee of it when you like fling the object. And so I'm in the middle of the night. My parents are in the other room, so I made sure that the object would hit the other wall. And I have like these tapes to kind of determine different heights. And so I'm like trying to determine the angle of like the little hook, and then like the angles. And I made even like an equation to find the apogee of where the highest point would be.
I have a buddy who did that too. He's an INTJ though.
It's crazy INTJs. She has two of them INTJs in her life.
2 INTJ siblings.
Or in her family. Ugh.
And then the oldest one is an ENFP.
Very
She's
different.
crazy. I love her. We get along great.
It's the red hair. She's on fire.
The red hair.
She's like the only redhead.
She is.
Yeah.
I think our grandma was a redhead though. Grandma was technically a redhead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I saw some like the earlier pictures. She had like not cherry rose, cherry blonde, whatever it's called.
I know what you're talking about. I forgot what it's called. But then my dad is an ENTJ.
Woo, that's fun.
And my mom is an ISFJ.
Mm-mm. The only sensory
Big
person in the
mixture up
whole
in here.
family. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. It's interesting having a whole family of introverts for one, because you're like split up, because like or kind of. You have 3 introverts and 2 extroverts. So it's
Wait, that's 5 people.
yeah, right? Yeah, 5 people in the family. Your mom,
There are
your
4
dad.
introverts
What?
and 2 extroverts.
What? There's an extra one? Who am I missing? Oh my goodness, I forgot about. No, wait, no. What am I forgetting?
There are 4 introverts.
Oh, now I remember.
And
there's the. Yep.
6 people.
Got it now. Finally.
How many cousins do you have? Start counting.
One more. Sometimes I wish I was in a Mexican family and we just have like cousins galore, but it's okay. We have a few. Feels weird though.
I wish we lived close by.
That would have been nice.
Like we're like 900 miles away. It's like, well.
Oh yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, because like I've always lived in Colorado and she's always lived in the East Coast, and so is all the family in the East Coast.
East Coast.
Well, that we call it East Coast. Like anything.
We used to live in California.
You did?
I was born in California.
Okay. So East Coast.
Then we moved to Maryland and Portugal and military family through and through. So.
And my dad was like the only non-military person. He tried.
Right.
And then
He did?
Yeah, he tried, and he wanted to be a grunt, but the guy was like, "You're too smart to be a grunt," and he said, "Well, that sucks." And so he just walked out, and then the recruiter, started screaming at him. He's like, "You get back here!" And he's like,
"That's something your dad would do. He's too smart for his own good."
A little too smart. He's an INTJ.
And then our uncle went Army, but like he broke his collarbone or something.
Oh yeah.
And so.
It's because he's a sensory person. He means because he's an ESTJ.
TJ.
Yeah. I was like, it was so interesting though, because like when growing up, and because like everyone's just a collective people. Like you can't single them out yet. You're just like, hey, you're a grown up. But then like he's like when I grew up, and then I got to go like live with him for a couple days, and his family when I went to Liberty University just to look at it. I'm like, oh, this is weird, and I'm trying to communicate with him, and then we're just like crisscrossing everywhere, and him and I are just looking at each other like really weird, like you communicate really weird. It was just like we just could not get on the same page, and he was thinking that the devil was possessing me. No, not possessing me, but it was weird. It was like no, it's because I was trying to communicate this way, which I grow up with people who know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And he didn't understand that. And then anytime I try to be subtle cues don't work for sensory people.
No,
not at all.
No, not a bit.
And ugh.
Yeah.
This broken world should be run by introverts.
So sometimes subtle clues don't work with me either.
Introverts, intuitive people.
Yeah, I don't get it. Everything just, I'm not paying attention probably.
It's so funny that like at my work, there's this guy who felt so bad if he didn't articulate every step of what he wanted me to do for me. He's like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you that. And so he'll like go through every single like step thinking that I needed every single thing, and I couldn't like figure it all out myself. And so, I mean, it was nice if I forgot something, or I don't know, because like I would know that I should have known. That's also something he implied for me to do. And any intuitive person would have known that. He'd been like, you know what I was trying to say. But then, yeah, this other guy, he's an ISFJ. Your mom, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, here's like all the exact things and how to do them, and making sure he holds my hand to like every step of the way.
She does that too.
It's just so weird. I'm like, no, I got it. Like, you say one thing.
We got it.
I can get that.
We can figure it out.
Yeah. It's just so interesting how they process. But like, he's a really nice guy, and he's like really supportive and whatnot. It's just kind of funny how we just process information differently. But almost to us, it almost sounds like stupid. It's kind of harsh to say, but it feels that way. But they're not dumb at all. It's just, I guess, just a different way of communicating. When we see how other people communicate, we're just like, that's interesting. That's different. At least the first shock is like a little. we explain it a little more harshly until we can kind of like go, hey, they're all people. They're not mistakes. But anyway, that was my rant. on sensory people. I'm still trying to like get a grip on them.
There's a fly on my computer.
What? He's like, I want to be in the video.
I think I killed it.
Ew. You're about to show it too.
It's... No. I think I wiped it on the carpet.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, well, any last thoughts that you have for the great wide internet world, ocean, blue, lakes, fish? There's plenty of fish in the sea. I don't know why that. They're swimming around you. Can't you see them? Wow. Look at all the fish. They're being fishy.
Nope.
Well, great. On that note, all right, everybody. This was my cousin Kelly, and I hope you guys enjoyed meeting her. She's awesome. Hopefully, we'll actually have like personal. We're gonna have wine or something when she comes by. She's almost 21. That would be an awesome video. Like two INTPs having wine together. Just be like, let's talk about that. Yes. Oh, fantastic.
Oh no.
Yep, it's about to happen. It's about to go down. Plum wine.
That's gonna be a crazy video that none of us are gonna remember.
And everyone's gonna be like, y'all should never do that again. All right. Well, you guys, I'll see you guys in another video, another life. You never know. Bye, Kelly. Well, I'm not bye to you. I'll keep talking to you, but all right.